In the 1980s, the United States Army embarked on an ambitious project to develop the stealthy, advanced surveillance and attack helicopter, the RAH-66 Comanche, which was intended to alter battlefield aviation. However, the program was abruptly halted in 2004 after 2 decades and a $7 billion expenditure. The Comanche story is one of enormous hope, technological ingenuity, and ultimately disillusionment. The RAH-66 Comanche arose from a specific vision to create an aircraft suitable for the rapidly evolving late 20th century battlefield. During the Cold War, technical superiority was as crucial as firepower, and the United States Army recognized the need for a helicopter capable of dodging detection, conducting reconnaissance, and delivering precision strikes, all while replacing an aging fleet of helicopters such as the OH-58 Kiowa and AH-1 Cobra. Traditional helicopters were vulnerable to advanced surface-to-air missiles and were easily detectable to enemy radar due to their exposed weaponry and size. The Comanche, the first helicopter to prioritize radar avoidance, attempted to overcome this difficulty with a new stealth design. The Army envisioned the Comanche as a 2-in-1 aircraft, a light attack helicopter capable of accurately hitting targets, and an advanced scout capable of gathering intelligence and leading other assets. The U.S. Navy aimed to gain a significant advantage over the Soviet fleet by combining speed, stealth, and agility. The Army yearned for a platform capable of meeting the demands of current warfare. The Comanche was intended to be a revolution in rotary wing aviation, redefining what helicopters could accomplish in battle rather than just a replacement. The vintage Kiowa and Cobra helicopters had performed wonderfully. Boeing and Sikorsky collaborated to construct the RAH-66 Comanche. Their task was enormous. They wanted to design a helicopter that could operate as a next-generation surveillance and assault aircraft while also avoiding radar. Every component of the Comanche was designed with cutting-edge technology, pushing the boundaries of helicopter design. One of the most notable characteristics of the Comanche was Boeing and Sikorsky's approach to stealth. The slim, angular airframe was built from radar-absorbing composite materials, resulting in a significantly smaller radar cross-section. Its weapons, unlike those of conventional helicopters, were housed in internal bays, increasing its stealth profile and allowing it to remain undetected until it launched weapons at a target. The cockpit was a marvel of modern avionics, designed for 2 crew members, totally computerized, and with integrated monitors that provided real-time battle data. A helmet-mounted sight would enable pilots to aim weapons just by looking at a target, significantly improving reaction times and combat effectiveness. The Comanche's performance was primarily based on its innovative rotor system. Designed for agility, it allowed the helicopter to make quick altitude changes, close rotations, and hover softly under cover to hide. The Comanche, with its speed of almost 170 knots, promised unrivaled battlefield mobility. The helicopter's modern navigation and targeting technologies enabled it to use a combination of guided missiles, rockets, and a 20mm cannon. These capabilities allowed it to hit targets with pinpoint accuracy and operate in all weather conditions, day or night. The Comanche was a quantum leap forward over its predecessors. Its combination of stealth, speed, and cutting-edge technology promised to revolutionize helicopter warfare and set new standards for military aircraft. Although the RAH-66 Comanche was a unique concept, its development was anything but perfect. From technical complexity to shifting military priorities, the project encountered significant challenges that resulted in frequent delays and cost overruns. The Comanche was initially intended for release in the 1990s, but unanticipated obstacles kept pushing back the date. Integrating current technologies, such as stealth systems and sophisticated avionics, proved more difficult than anticipated, necessitating excessive testing and redesign. The end of the Cold War altered American military objectives, adding to the problems. With no obvious competitors, the Army began focusing on low-cost alternatives and developing technologies such as unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. The Comanche was getting more difficult to support as its expenses rose and their timetable grew longer. Technical issues also hampered the endeavor. Although new rotor system promised unparalleled mobility, it required extensive fine-tuning to ensure dependability under combat conditions. Similarly, merging the digital avionics with the helicopter's stealth technologies created complications that hampered advancement even more. The program's cost forecasts also caused some tension. Originally estimated at $12 million per aircraft, technological and logistical challenges increased the cost to more than $58 million per aircraft. The Comanche, which cost approximately $7 billion in all, became one of the most expensive helicopter projects ever completed. By the early 2000s, there was growing concern among military personnel about the Comanche's viability. As the War on Terror shifted its focus to asymmetrical warfare and financial constraints became more critical, the Comanche faced increased criticism from both military leadership and Congress. The U.S. Army officially canceled the RAH-66 Comanche program in 2004, after nearly 2 decades of development. The decision was not made lightly. Over $6.9 billion had been committed, and the program had gone to advanced testing stages. However, the Army must make a difficult decision based on shifting objectives and the realities of modern combat. Many factors impacted the cancellation. The growing emphasis on asymmetrical warfare and the War on Terror made conventional reconnaissance and attack helicopters less important than unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, which could provide similar capabilities without endangering pilots. Furthermore, the Comanche's extended development timetable and mounting costs made it increasingly more complex to justify. Only 2 Comanche prototypes had been built at the time of cancellation. Many in the aviation community were astounded by the performance of this rigorously tested aircraft. However, they were eventually retired. One is stored at the Army Aviation Museum in Fort Rucker, Alabama, as a reminder of what could have been. The Comanche cancellation marked a shift in military aviation policy. The $14.6 billion originally allocated for the initiative was used to modernize existing helicopter fleets and finance UAV development. This shift in strategy allowed the Army to respond more quickly to the challenges of modern conflict. Although the Comanche program failed, its cancellation freed up funding to further develop existing platforms such as the AH-64 Apache and UH-60 Black Hawk. These upgraded avionics and weapon-equipped helicopters are still important instruments for the U.S. military today. The Comanche created modern technology that was not wasted. From its stealth design to its sophisticated avionics, some of its innovations, from which other military aircraft benefited, ensured that their impact lasted long after the program was completed. Although the RAH-66 Comanche may have been retired, its history offers valuable insights into military aviation. The Comanche program's stealth technology made a significant contribution. Composite materials, radar-absorbing coatings, and a low-drag design have all influenced the development of modern stealth helicopters and drones. The expertise obtained here continues to shape engineers' approach to low-visibility aircraft. Featuring an integrated set of screens and helmet-mounted aiming systems, the Comanche's totally digital cockpit was decades ahead of its time. These advancements not only facilitated pilot operations, but also served as a model for modern cockpit design in both manned and unmanned aircraft. The Comanche also highlighted the financial risks associated with substantial military initiatives. The program served as a warning story for future defense procurement endeavors, as balancing creativity and pragmatism remains a challenging task. From its stealth capabilities to its improved avionics, the Comanche program demonstrated the need to push technological boundaries, even if the results fell short of initial expectations. These advancements frequently resurface on various platforms, expanding the aviation business worldwide. Everything from stealthy UAVs to modern attack helicopters demonstrates the Comanche's impact today. Although the program had been canceled, the aircraft flying today's battlefields maintained the Comanche's revolutionary spirit. The RAH-66 Comanche was a vision for the future, not just a helicopter. Its extraordinary stealth and agility would have enabled it to conduct both observation and assault missions, thereby revolutionizing aerial operations. Imagine fleets of Comanches gathering intelligence, striking high-value targets and then disappearing over the horizon, deep in hostile territory. In hostile areas, the Comanche's stealthy design would have been invaluable. Although conventional helicopters are highly vulnerable to radar-guided surface-to-air missiles, its lower radar cross-section and heat suppression equipment may have allowed it to bypass enemy defenses when others could not. The Comanche, with its sophisticated sensors and communication systems capable of transmitting real-time data to commanders, would have functioned as the commander's eyes and ears on the battlefield. By directing other assets to hit their targets and focusing strikes, it may cooperate with UAVs and ground forces, acting as a force multiplier. The internal weapons bay, a key component of its design, prioritized efficiency over stealth. The internal carriage of precision-guided missiles enabled the Comanche to strike high-value targets with surgical accuracy, reducing collateral damage and the risk of detection. This capability would have been critical for high-risk missions and counterterrorism operations. The Comanche's sensor system was designed to operate day and night in all types of weather. Had it been developed further, the Comanche might have been able to integrate with newly created technologies such as artificial intelligence-powered devices and unmanned drones. This would have given it a tactical advantage, especially in situations where vision is limited. Its ability to adapt and integrate into a networked battlefield would have kept it relevant even with rapid technological advancements. The Comanche may have altered the course of large-scale events. Its combination of speed, stealth, and accuracy would have offered the U.S. military an unrivaled advantage in destroying enemy radar sites, assisting ground troops, or scouting for larger attack groups. The demise of the Comanche program meant the loss of a new strategy for aerial combat, not just the death of a helicopter. Though it never went into production, its promise reminds us of how imagination may reshape battle. Although the RAH-66 Comanche never became operational, its legacy has left an indelible mark on the evolution of military aviation. The technical advances developed during its development had a direct impact on the design of modern helicopters and drones, altering military's approach to aerial combat. The Comanche made significant advances in stealth technology. The advancements in decreasing the radar and infrared signatures of helicopters and UAVs began with heat-suppressing exhaust systems and radar-absorbing materials. These features boost survivability in modern airplanes flying in contested locations. The aircraft's cutting-edge avionics and fully digital cockpit are also changing helicopter architecture. Helmet-mounted targeting systems, integrated battlefield displays, and automated navigation systems were originally developed for the Comanche and has since been updated for platforms such as the AH-64 Apache and UH-60 Blackhawk. The Comanche program has contributed significantly to the development of unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. Drones like the MQ-9 Reaper and RQ-170 Sentinel have seamlessly integrated concepts such as low observability, advanced sensors, and adaptable weapon systems. These UAVs now perform many of the light attack and reconnaissance missions that were originally designed for the Comanche. The Comanche has also had an impact on the United States Army's Future Vertical Lift FVL program, which aims to develop next-generation aircraft with a focus on speed, stealth, and agility. Many of the issues faced during the Comanche's development serve as a roadmap for ongoing efforts to construct faster, more efficient, and survivable helicopters for the current battlefield. Today, the Comanche prototype is a testament to the audacity of innovation rather than a museum object. Military strategists, engineers, and aviation enthusiasts continue to study its design and learn from both its successes and failings. The lessons learned from the Comanche may one day have a much broader application. The Comanche's creation laid the groundwork for advanced military technology, which will continue to evolve as autonomous technologies and AI-driven aviation emerge. The Comanche narrative is one of metamorphosis rather than defeat. Its ideas continue to affect modern aviation, ensuring that the $7 billion invested in research and development was not in vain. The Comanche may never have flown in combat, but its spirit lives on in every stealthy aircraft and modern helicopter on today's battlefields. The RAH-66 Comanche was a daring experiment, a glimpse into the future of aviation, not just a helicopter. Although its goal was never achieved, its technologies have profoundly altered the battlefield of today and the course of tomorrow. The $7 billion spent on the Comanche was an investment in innovation, paving the way for the advanced aircraft that today patrol the skies around us. Not a failure. Its value lies in the technologies it inspired and the lessons it taught, rather than the missions it didn't fly. We appreciate you joining us as we look at the growth and fall of the RAH-66 Comanche. What's your opinion? Was the Comanche an essential stepping stone for modern aviation, or a futile experiment? Tell us in the comments below. And remember to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more aviation innovation stories.